This webinar is brought to you by Lifestyle Hub Asset Model. Powered by the Hub Academy.
Okay, good evening, everyone. And of course, feels so great to be back again this evening. All right, I trust you had a very productive day. Okay, I trust you started your day with a day planner. Okay, how well did you plan today, for example? Okay, very good, very good. This evening promises to be very interesting, and because of time, I will just go straight. Okay, I will just go straight to the topic for today. Okay, I'll go straight to the topic of today because of time. Okay, as I always like to request, I always say that please always ensure that you have your P square. Okay, if you want to be very successful, you've got to make P square one of your best friends. Okay, now what do I mean by P square? I mean your pen. Okay, your pen and your what? Paper. I've got mine. Look at mine. Okay, so this is very key. I always say that our brains are stressed already. Okay, if you feel, oh, what Abio is saying, I'm so familiar with it, I will remember all those things. Trust me, there are a lot of challenges in our lives we've got to solve that your brains are thinking of solutions already. Okay, so our time once spent can never be regained. Our time is our life. Okay, and we'll be spending some few minutes together this evening learning from each other. So it's very important you take note. Please, I need you to take note. You know why? Because I'll be speaking about 5 rules. 5 rules for entrepreneurial success. 5 rules. Okay, there are certain 5 rules I thought to share with us. There are a lot of rules out there. I'm sure there are up to like 50 million rules. Okay, but I just want to talk about just 5 rules today. Okay, so 5 rules. 5 rules for entrepreneurial success or excellence. Okay, number 1 is innovation. Number 2, mastery. Number 3, authenticity. Number 4, I love number 4 so much. It's called guts. Guts. Okay, and number 5, ethics. Ethics. You can never be sustainable in life without ethics. Okay, so I'll be explaining what that means very shortly. So 5 rules. 5 rules for entrepreneurial success. Okay, I know some of us watching me, you might not be a core entrepreneur. You might be a workplace professional. But let me say this to you. For you to succeed in your career, for you to be successful at what you do, you've got to have the mindset of an entrepreneur. Okay, you've got to treat that your current business as if you are the CEO. Okay, so you've got to treat your career. Let's say you are the HOD of a department at work. You've got to look at that department as if you are the MD and CEO of that department. So everybody must have the mindset of what? Entrepreneurs. So that's why today's topic is very functional. It is very applicable to everybody watching me, listening to me this evening. Okay, and of course, my name is Abioye, and I'm speaking to you from the corporate headquarters of Lifestyle Asset Hub Abuja office, and it feels so good to be with you this evening. So 5 rules for entrepreneurial success. Number 1 is innovation. Okay, number 1 is what? Innovation. For you to be successful as an entrepreneur, you've got to be innovative. You've got to be innovative in your thinking. Okay, you've got to think deep. Okay, as a matter of fact, you've got to spend at least 75% of your time thinking of new ideas, thinking of cutting-edge way of doing things, thinking of next practice. Okay, it's very key that you are innovative. Okay, you've got to come up with great product. Okay, you've got to aim to stand out. You've got to do things differently. Haven't you seen people selling bottled water? And somebody will just come and say, oh, I want to have a water factory. And this person will just come up and take over the whole larger market share. You know why? Because he probably came up with some form of innovation. It could be in his packaging. It could be in his colors. Okay, it could be in his label. It could be in his positioning. Okay, you could be a barber, for example, by just being innovative lot of customers will do what? Will rush towards you. Like, for example, where I barb, okay, where I cut my hair, okay, basic price is 500 naira. But there is a particular guy, anytime the guy cuts me, I always give him what? 500 naira extra. So I always pay the guy 1,000 naira. But the rest of the guys there, 500 naira. Do you know why? This guy is very innovative. He always does what? He massages my neck, okay, my hand, my wrist, everything. I'll be wondering, am I in a spa? Okay? And sometimes, even apart from paying him more, I could just say, no, bros, let me pay you, let me buy you lunch, because I just like that guy. He's smarter than everybody in that barbing salon shop. Okay? So innovation is key if you want to become what? Successful. For example, the company where I work with, okay, Lifestyle Asset Hub. Okay, we have our own way, okay, of creating innovations. For example, we created our own unique real estate innovation, and it has become the admiration of others. People now know that, wow, they don't actually need millions of naira to be successful. They don't need millions of naira to have what? A unique real estate portfolio. Okay, now if I said to you that you can own a 4-bedroom terrace apartment with just 1.5 million naira, okay, in Abuja within Amak, what will you say to me? You say, no, Abio, that is not possible. Innovative thinkers, they always think of what? The impossible. They are always disruptive in their thinking. They are not regular in their thinking at all. Okay, so I want to push you this evening. Try and think more innovatively, and you'll be surprised how your revenue will go up. Number two of the 5 rules is mastering. Okay, mastering. Okay, what that simply means that you've got to be the master of your trade. Okay, if you're an actor, for example, you've got to master your art. Okay, if you are a salesperson, you've got to master. You've got to, guess what? For you to even master your art, you know what you need? You just need 5 good books. 5, not even 6. You need to read 5 good books in your industry, and you'll be so surprised how successful you end up becoming. And guess what, everyone? Over 85% of the people in your industry will never read 5 good books. Only 15% about will read. And out of this 15%, only what? 5% will apply what they have read. Only 5% will apply what they have read. And out of this 5%, 3% will end up becoming very successful, and they will end up becoming the captain of that industry. So the question I have for you is that, where do you want to belong? The 85%, the 15%, the 10%, the 5%, or the 3%? Okay, I want to notice that the successful in our society are in the minority. How come the majority are not successful? It's because they don't master, they don't understand the power of mastery. So the second rule for today is you've got to what? Master your art. You've got to study very hard. Okay, you've got to create a niche for yourself. Okay, you've got to what? You've got to create a niche for yourself. You've got to be known for something. The question I ask for you is that, what do you want to be known for in your industry? What do you want to be remembered for? What legacy do you want to leave behind in your trade? Okay, so that question you should ask yourself again tonight before you sleep. Do you know that it can be very productive when you think before you sleep? Okay, you think, after thinking, you will not plan for the next day. Trust me, you will wake up the next day stronger, more inspired. Okay, so I really want to ensure you, I really want to encourage you to ensure that you do what? You have 3 things by your bedside before you sleep. Okay, your pen, your paper, and probably a glass of water or a bottle of water. Okay, because there are some thoughts, you need to really take a bottle of water for you to really understand the meaning of those thoughts. Okay, so number 3 for today, 5 rules to entrepreneurial excellence. Number 3 is authenticity. Okay, authenticity. Most entrepreneurs are not authentic. Most entrepreneurs are just waiting for somebody that is innovative. They will not pick that idea and run with it. People like that will always do what? They will always do a catch-up. Of course, they might be successful. They might live an average life. Okay? They might be able to pay their bills. but it will be very difficult to achieve greatness that way. Okay, you have no trademark. You have nothing trademarked in your name. Okay, so authenticity is very key. You've got to aim to be original. Okay, of course, people would typically say there's really no original ideas. Trust me, there are a lot of original ways of doing things. There are a lot of things. Okay, real estate. Okay, we have medicals. There are a lot of doctors that are broke. Why are they broke? There are a lot of lawyers that are broke. Why are they broke? You know why? Because they refuse to be innovative. Okay? They refuse to be authentic. As a matter of fact, I would rather say that they even refuse to master, okay, their trade. Okay, so authenticity is very key. That is the third rules to entrepreneurial success. The number 4, I love this number 4 so well. It's called guts. You've got to have guts. See, let me say this to you. If you don't have guts, you can never be successful. Okay, if you don't have guts, you will never implement any of those your dreams. If you don't have guts, you will keep listening to the thought of dream killers. Okay, if you don't have guts, you will not know that you have to redefine your association. Okay, you've got to be bold. You've got to be strong. You've got to be audacious. You've got to be tenacious. As a matter of fact, you've got to have the tenacity of a bulldog. Okay, you've got to think of the impossible. I remember the first day I shared the lifestyle of real estate model with a friend of mine. And you know what the guy said to me? He said, Abio, this is not possible. Then guess what? I was very happy. I was fulfilled. I said, very good. Abio, you've taught very well. So that means that it takes someone that is very deep in thinking. It takes somebody that understands the power of knowledge to buy into this your real estate model. Okay, you've got to stay in the minority lane. Okay, it's only in the art of business success that minority wins. Okay, it's only in politics. Okay, it's only in politics you need the majority to win. Okay, but in serious business world, you just need to stay in the minority lane, because majority, they are just what? Quantity, not quality. Okay, you've got to see, this is key. I was having a session with a friend today. I said to the person, you've got to do what scares you the most. That is when you know you're on your way to achieving greatness. See, let me say this to you, every one of you, my friends watching me right now. What I'm doing to you now was one of those things that scared me the most. Okay, like I shared in some of my episodes, I had 3 core phobias in life. Things I thought I would never do. One was driving. I thought I would never have the ability to drive. Okay, the second was poverty. I was so scared of poverty. But now, trust me, I have no fear. No single fear for poverty again. Never. It's not possible. Okay, then of course, the third one was public speaking. Public speaking, I thought I would never be able to do what I do now. But guess what? Because I had to face my fears. And at least 80% of my income currently, I make through public speaking. Speaking at events, trainings. Okay, so it's very key. On Wednesday, for example, now I'm off to Lagos. Okay, I've got series of public speaking engagements. But this was me. This was Abioye. That was what? That was very naive. That was introverted. You sure most of my friends, they thought I had a low self-esteem. But you know what I did? I had to develop the guts to face my fears. See, let me say this to you. Your comfort zone is your broke zone. Did you get that? Your comfort zone is your broke zone. If you want to achieve greatness, stay out of your comfort zone. Do things that scare you the most. So the challenge I want to throw at you this evening is that please pick a pen and paper this night. Write down the things that you are so scared the most of doing. Start doing them from tomorrow. You'll be surprised who you end up becoming. Okay, then the last of the rules, the last of the 5 rules is what? Ethics. 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 And this is very important. You've got to be very principled. I always say to people, of course, business, the aim of business is to, I need to make money, I need to make money. See, the true aim of business is not to make money. It's to create value. It's to create value and to leave a legacy. See, when you create value, wealth will run after you. Money will run after you inevitably. Okay? So this is very key. So you've got to do what? Never let money to lead you. Okay, never let money to lead you. Okay, don't ever let money to control you. Have absolute control over money. Okay, be ethical in your dealings. Trust me, the reward will always come. Okay, and be fair in your dealings. Never take undue advantage of others because you are more experienced, because you understand the market the more. No. Okay, always seek for a win-win transaction. Did you get that? Always seek for a win-win transaction. You know why? You can lie to sell, but you can never lie to retain a customer. And this goes to all salespeople. Never exaggerate your offerings. Okay, just say it as it is. That's why it's important for you to sell something that is well built, well developed. Okay, so very key. So those are my 5 rules for today for achieving entrepreneurial excellence. Number 1 is innovation. Number 2 is mastery. Number 3 is authenticity. Number 4 is God. Number 5 is ethics. I want to really encourage you, okay, to ensure that you apply these 3 good life principles. So what that means that I want to leave you with 3 good life principles, okay, in addition to these 5 rules. Guess what those principles are? 1, learn, practice, and teach. Do you get that? Learn, practice, and teach. This world of ours will be a better place if we all strive to learn. We practice what we've learned and we teach it freely. Okay, and eventually people will still pay you to teach it. Okay, so what that simply means that learn. See, what I'm sharing with you this evening did not just come to my head. Trust me, I'm not that smart. I learned them. I read books. It's a combination of different books I've read, and I internalized it, and I communicated it in my own way, my own words. Okay, smart guys and learners. See, let me say, if you pick 5 great books, you read them like as if you are going to develop a training on them tomorrow or deliver a training on them the next day, okay, and you apply every single principles in all the 5 books, the probability that you'll be more successful than one of the authors is very high. Okay, so I want to encourage us to please learn. And as a leader, when you learn, ensure you practice it. When you practice it, you know what you now need to do? You need to teach it to the people you lead. Never hide information from your people, from your team members. Trust me, the more capacity you build, the greater and better you will become. So that marks the end of my conversation with us this evening. Okay, so I really thank you for listening to me this evening. So please don't forget the 5 rules for entrepreneurial success. Number 1 is innovation, mastery, authenticity, God. Number 4, and number 5, ethics. And I said that we should also apply the 3 principles for the good life, which is what? Learn, practice, and teach. I really want to thank you for spending your time with me. I really want to thank you for spending your most precious asset with me this evening. Is your time. And I hope I've been able to add value to you. As I would like to say, ensure you plan for tomorrow, tonight. Thank you so very much, and God bless you.